This is Scott Spears, and Phyllis Ada Driver was born on July the 17th, 1917 in Lima, Ohio, and she has not stopped since. Joining us today in an exclusive interview to celebrate her 93rd birthday is the amazing, legendary, gracious Phyllis Diller. Phyllis, how you doing?
Well, it made me laugh to hear all that. That's quite a history.
What a long history. What a great life. Phyllis, what does 93 feel like? Tell us all.
Well, it's quite a thrill to have, lived to see back so far. I go back to the horse and buggy days. At least my family told me about them. They had been born so far back, and I love history and the antiquity, but we have this new modern age where everybody is connected by phone with no wires, just a ray, a beam. What do you think of that?
Do you have a cell phone, Phyllis?
I did, but I just turned it in because I had it for 2 years and only made one call. I'll tell you the truth. The cell phone, all the little things are awfully small. They're teeny.
You're right about that.
Yeah, and they tell you, well, here's your little typewriter on there. And I said, well, my fingers don't fit on those little things.
That's right. Phyllis, I've heard so many people get past the age of 90 and say, I never thought I'd make it this far. Did you think you'd hit 93?
No, never. I never gave it a thought. You don't even think about things like that. You just live every day as it comes along and do the best you can, have as many laughs as you can, and God knows I'm having a wonderful life. I'm just being wined and dined and a lot of laughs.
What's the secret to this long life?
Gee whiz, I guess proper rest and proper food and drink plenty of water, and it's mainly in the head, in the mind.
Phyllis, when you get to be 93, do you start thinking about death? Do you fear death?
Oh, honey, you think about death every day. But, I don't fear it. Some people have a kind of a thing against it, but I welcome it because it's the proper ending of a beautiful experience.
What's the worst part of aging?
Well, not being able to dance all night. I love to dance, but now I have to walk rather slowly because I have warned all my friends, once you hit 80, you must be careful not to fall down. Because if you fall down, you may break something.
That's right.
And that leads to one thing leads to another. You have to take care of yourself, and you have to be mindful of being careful.
The energy level, I would imagine, is a problem with aging. Phyllis, what are your birthday plans? How are you going to ring in the 93rd birthday?
Well, tonight I'm going to a party for Alex Trebek because he and I have the same birthday.
Oh.
And it's a surprise party. And it's going to be at that wonderful new Getty Museum. And it's going to be right in the museum. And he will be surprised, I hope.
Well, that'll be great.
Yes.
Phyllis, you're 93. I think you've got plenty of time left. I don't think we've turned over the hourglass yet. But when Phyllis Diller finally leaves the building, as it were, how would you like to be remembered?
Well, I would like to be remembered in a nice way. I wouldn't want people to remember me in a mean way. I'd like to be remembered as a nice person.
Well, Phyllis, before I let you off the phone here, during most of these interviews we've done, I've always ask the questions. You've provided great answers, and you've done most of the talking. So as a birthday present to you, this is kind of a surprise to you. I talked it over with Carla, your wonderful assistant. And my birthday present is to you. I'm going to do some talking now, as when people heard it was Phyllis Diller's 93rd birthday, a lot of your friends kind of jumped on the bandwagon and wanted to leave some messages to you, which I will read now.
Oh, how sweet.
And we'll start off with George Gaines from the Police Academy movies. From one 93-year-old to another, happy birthday, Phyllis Diller. Be well.
How sweet.
Marla Gibbs from the Jeffersons. Miss Diller, I have enjoyed your performances over the years. You are one of the great icons of this business. I'm only sorry I didn't get to perform with you while I was doing the Jeffersons. I wish you a very happy birthday full of love, faith, and prosperity. May the rest of your life be more than you dreamed of.
Oh, what a lovely, lovely thing.
Mary Ellen Withrow, 40th Treasurer of the United States and native of Ohio. I want to wish you a happy birthday and thank you for all the laughs you gave us.
Oh, my goodness. This is really thrilling.
Then we move on to Monty Hall. What a gal, outrageous sense of humor, what a career. That's from Monty Hall.
Yeah, I went to Let's Make a Deal, and he won my car. He's there.
And we're not. Sally Jesse Raphael. I'm sure she has no idea how big a part of my life and the lives of so many others she is. Can you tell I'll never be an English teacher? Each year her card is my favorite at Christmas. I really wait for it. Anytime I need a laugh line about my husband, I steal one of hers. But in a world of reality celebrities, it's good to know that once there was a true professional who had timing and guts to be a funny woman when there was no such thing as a funny woman. I adore her. What an idol.
Well, that's mutual, Sally Raphael. She's such a wonderful, wonderful. The lady with the red glasses.
How do I get on this Christmas card list, Phyllis?
Oh, well, you're on it.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. We move on to Marty Allen. Hello there to Phyllis from Marty. Phyllis, how do I love you? Let me count the ways. All these years, because of our crazy hairstyles, I've told people that you are my mother. I loved my mother, and I love you, sweet lady.
Oh, what fun!
P.S. Okay, you're not old enough to be my mother. I love you just the same.
Oh, how wonderful.
Bob Barker has weighed in. I've loved Phyllis Diller for years. I've loved every face she's had.
Well, that's fun.
Then we move on to Charlotte Ray. Happy 93rd birthday, dear Phyllis. Happy birthday to you, my dear, beautiful, glamorous, and brilliant friend. I remember you when you started out at the Blue Angel. Please, please keep on making us laugh. Onward and upward with your big adventure. Your fan forever, lovingly, Charlotte Ray.
Oh, Charlotte Ray, what a lovely lady.
Talented. Then, where you started, the Purple Onion, Jill Baroque, the producer at the Purple Onion, Miss Diller, a very happy birthday from the folks at the Purple Onion in San Francisco. You're an inspiration to women comedians in San Francisco and beyond.
Good Lord.
Then we go on to another lady I know you know, Carol Channing.
Oh, Carol.
Phyllis,
funny person.
Phyllis Diller, it's your birthday. Happy 93. I'm almost 90, so I considered your advice to me. I should take nude sun baths every day for vitamin D.
That'll be the day.
However, I prefer your advice to Harry, which is key. 4 martinis every day. It should be a great day for a great lady, to my dear friend from Carol Channing.
Oh, yes, she knows me.
And then a person who knows something about aging, Willard Scott. I've always loved Phyllis Diller, ever since I first heard her on the radio, especially her bits with Bob Hope. I first met Phyllis Diller at a Friars Club roast, an incident that has become legendary in Friars Club history. She was the first woman ever to attend a Friars Club roast. She snuck in dressed as a man and smoking a cigar. She sat nearby me, and I kept staring. She was a most unusual-looking man with her build and her skin. At some point, I saw her go to the men's room, and after that I never gave it much thought, until the next day, when I read the paper and found that she'd been discovered. Phyllis, in just 7 short years, you'll be 100, and I'll put you on a Smucker's jar. We all love you.
Oh, my goodness, Willard Scott, you know, he always interviews the 100-year-old people.
He's done great by them.
And he's a dear, fun, darling man.
Another Ohioan has weighed in, Bud Collins from the Boston Globe and the Tennis Channel. Huzzahs and we, you're 93, nearing the century, yet filling us with glee. Kisses from the Bean and me, Bud Collins. Then
isn't that sweet?
Another Ohioan.
That's a poem, you know.
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yes.
Bud should get a lot of credit for that. Moving on to another Ohioan and great friend, Kay Ballard. Phyllis, you're a true legend of comedy. People today don't compare with you. You're a wonderful friend. I love you so much. Kay Ballard.
Oh, dear Kay. She's a funny, funny, funny lady and a fine musician.
Great actress.
And a great singer.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, yes.
Next up, Helen Gurley Brown.
Oh, my goodness.
I want to wish you the warmest and happiest birthday wishes possible. I'm 88, and I'm not looking forward to having any more birthdays, so it's inspiring to hear that something good is happening with you at 93.
Oh, that dear lady. She sent me a T-shirt that says I'm a Cosmo girl.
I love it. I love it.
And she has that wonderful marriage. So long that wonderful marriage has gone on. And I admire that so much.
Now, the next person, there's no way I could read it, so she has taped it, and here it goes. It's Dr. Maya Angelou.
Oh, my.
Hello, you girl. I remember from the early 50s at the Purple Onion when you brought Fang to the national understanding. You were funny then. You're still funny. I loved it when Bob Hope fell in love with your humor, your intelligence. And I loved it when our whole country fell for you. And I'm still falling for you, you funny woman. And good friend. And loved you, girl. It's Maya Angelou.
My goodness, that's Maya's real voice.
That was her, believe it or not.
I certainly she's such a dear person. And so brilliant. And boy, was she an inspiration. We worked together, and that's when we forged a lifelong friendship.
You can't not like Maya Angelou.
No, you have to admire her. She's a mover and a shaker.
Next person, another person who knows something about stand-up comedy here, Bill Cosby. San Francisco, the Purple Onion, the Hungry Eye, and you were 93 years old then. Love Bill Cosby.
Oh, my. I watched the reruns of his show, and they just hold up. They're so fine, and they're clean and funny and funny and funny. And because of him, he's such a creative guy.
Oh. Now, this next person I know is going to be close to your heart. An Ohioan who you went to college with, Hugh Downs.
Oh, my dear. Oh, golly, yes.
Congratulations on your 93rd. I think of you often as our memories are entangled back to a very different age at Bluffton College, now a university. With the Great Depression ending and U.S. about to become involved in the war, it was such a proper place and time that it's a wonder we didn't both get thrown out. I imagine you, like I am, are grateful for audiences that stayed with us through the decades. Your preeminence in helping America laugh is uncontested. God bless Hugh Downs.
Oh, that dear boy. He's younger than I by a couple of years, and a native Limaite. I never will forget that we both had an audition at the local radio station. We both wanted to get started, and they did not take me, and they took Hugh Downs. And that was the beginning of his great career in the media.
He's still riding those horses.
I didn't know that. I knew that he sailed around the world or someplace.
Yeah, he's a wonderful guy, and
but he's the what do you call it, the Renaissance man.
Oh, can write music. Ooh.
Can do everything.
And
what a voice! He's really a singer.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think down in his bones.
In his bones, he's a singer.
And the last birthday wish, of course, comes from me because it's my show, so I'm going to throw the last one on here. And I did write this. From the wigs to the dresses to the boots to the gloves, Phyllis Diller just looked funny. But if you thought for a second that that was what made her funny, you were dead wrong. What made her funny was her brilliant topical humor. I was thinking this morning, if you were to divvy up Phyllis Diller's place in the success of stand-up comedy for women with all other female stand-up comics, you would give Phyllis 90% of the credit and divide the other 10% among the rest. Don't get me wrong, there have been some great female stand-up comics, but Phyllis has always been the show. She has done interviews with me when I'm sure she didn't want to, so here's to a great birthday to a gracious lady, Phyllis Diller.
Oh, thank you, Scott. Boy, what a major thrill to hear from all these dear friends, and you put this all together, and you certainly need a kudo for that.
Well, Phyllis, everybody loves you. I love you. You're a wonderful lady. The accolades are numerous. I've never talked to somebody who did not like Phyllis Diller. Oh, and I forgot one. In all the hubbub there, I forgot Jane Meadows sent along something.
Oh, yes.
This is a good one to end on. Happy birthday, Phyllis. Remember, we are older now, but we've still got it. We just can't remember what it is.
Bless Jane.
God bless Jane Meadows. So there you go, Phyllis. And all these people, when I talked to them or got their emails, were absolutely effusive about Phyllis Diller.
Oh, isn't that sweet? Well, that makes my day.
Well, Phyllis, you have a wonderful birthday, and I'm not going to stop calling or sending letters.
Okay.
And I want to be on that Christmas list.
Okay, all right. Now then, you know, this email thing, you never have an address. You must, on your next letter to me, I must have your address to get it on the Christmas.
I will do. Phyllis, I love you.
I love you.
Take care.
Bye.
Scott Spears, WMRN, 1490 since 1940.